Finally, it turns out the Gingers have their own day with the Ginger Pride Rally that is going to be led by my very own friend, Michael Beveridge. Can I ask you a question, though? I've been told that only a ginger can call a ginger a ginger, so...
You just said it 3 times, so I think
know.
you just proved that rule completely wrong.
Well,
Tim Minchin would be furious at the fact that your outlandish use of the word ginger
I'm
has just
so
been
sorry. Please
popped
help
out.
me be politically correct. What is the right word?
I think as a descriptor, you can say ginger, but you can't be like, yo, my ginger. That's my term.
Okay,
unless you have a ginger pass, which I am not going to give you just yet. You may earn it by the end of this interview.
Oh, yes, I would like to. I actually have a red tinge in my hair. It's not seen today, but I promise you it's there. Does that count?
No, it's like the guys who have a tinge of ginger in their beard.
Yeah, that's not so attractive.
Doesn't count.
What are you supposed to say? Oh, no, I mean, just a tinge isn't good, but a lot is great. It's great.
That's questionable.
What are you supposed to say? My redhead friend?
Redhead. That's also, it's a bit broad, but we
Right.
prefer, look, just don't say it in anger.
Is ranger, like, wrong?
Oh, yeah,
Like super wrong? Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll never say it again.
All right, yeah, that's how hurt works.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Ginger Pride Rally?
Look, well, it's coming up and it's everything that gingers generally don't do. So it's during the day and outdoors. We're deciding to fight the natural factors on this one. We've got beer pong, we've got ginger beer pong, we've got ginger beer tasting, we've got sunscreen, I assume is going to be there as well.
Yes.
We're doing a pride walk, which is, I feel, just awesome, because so many ginger kids really had a tough time growing up in schools and no one really gave a damn because it was like, you're just a ginger, you're the people that we can pay out. And it's all for Bully Zero, this event too, which is awesome.
Great cause.
And it just makes me feel sort of like Mufasa being able to be the king of this pride and just look over the people.
Great.
Unfortunately, I do die in a wildebeest stampede later on.
Yes.
But this is the sacrifice that I make for my people.
Do you know, I'm loving that. I think the trend at the moment is ginger beer. Like, alcoholic ginger beer is like the coolest thing you can order at a bar now. So maybe you guys really are on the rise.
Well, you know, and my last name is Beveridge, so it all works.
Totally all connects.
Ginger beverages are on the rise. Ginger beer gives me heartburn,
Oh,
but because I love it so much, I just push through.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's like I'm lactose intolerant, but just addicted to ice cream.
So, do you have a favourite ginger?
Favourite ginger person?
Yeah.
Female?
You can go either way.
Look, Nicole Kidman has always been like a mythical figure for us. Ronald Weasley, aka Rupert Grint, we do love him.
Harry Potter reference.
And Prince Harry.
Prince Harry's my favourite, for absolute sure. And Ed Sheeran. He's doing good for the...
Ed Sheeran, yeah, he's like your every ginger.
Yeah.
And the fact that he used Rupert Grint in one of his first film clips.
Very cool.
Just a lot of gingers helping out other gingers. That's what we're all about.
It's the Ginger Pride.
Yeah, that's what we're all about.
Totally. On a different note, we know that we just saw you recently playing a perfectly drunken, dishevelled character on the Molly docuseries. That was fantastic.
I was actually high, Candy.
Oh, I'm
not
sorry,
drunk,
I mixed
apparently.
my terms up.
Yeah.
Tell me, what was it like on that set?
It was amazing. It was so crazy to be part of Molly Meldrum's history.
Yeah.
And it's actually really convenient for me because there's going to be a lot of those being made and I look like I'm from the 70s anyway. So there's a good chance I'll be in a bunch of them. Michael Gudinski was the EP of the role and he sort of selected me, which was just amazing.
Yeah.
Samuel Johnson.
What an amazing guy.
Yeah, and the fact that he quit acting after Molly.
Totally.
I mean, that was his tour de force performance and it was amazing. Hearing the music, seeing the soundtrack go to #1 on iTunes as well, just shows how much Australia was influenced by Molly Meldrum.
Yeah, it was an incredible series and you did a great job in it. So.
Yeah, method acting.
Well done, yeah.
Michael, just look like a piece of crap. All right, Your Honour, fair enough.
Good job. All right, I'm going to do a quick on the list 5 with you.
Yeah.
Where is your favourite place to grab a burger in Melbourne?
The best burger in Melbourne, without a shadow of a doubt, is 1090 Burger on Swan Street in Richmond. It is much better than 8-Bit, than Laurie D's. There's a lot of competition. Huckster Burger, over it, been there, done that. It's all about 1090 in Swan Street.
Cool, I haven't been to that one. I will give it a go. What about the best bar?
The best bar for me is probably the worst bar for every other human in the world. I very much enjoy Kent Street on Smith Street and perhaps the Punter Palace on Smith Street because it's basically where I think hopes and dreams go to die.
Okay, well that's really sad.
Yeah, well, it's also got 2 more chili poker machines in there, which gets me through the day.
Okay, that's awesome. What about a secret spot in Melbourne that's just for you?
Well, that defeats the purpose of this question.
Well, no, I mean a place that, like, if someone came to visit, you'd be like, I'm taking you to my spot.
Okay, well, I get fish and chips from Hunky Dory on Swan, and I walk up onto Gipp Street, and there is a single bench that is at the top of the hill on Gipps, and it overlooks the view of the city during the sunset. Beautiful. And I like sitting there and just eating chips and thinking about what went wrong in life generally.
Then you should just down a ginger beer and then really just...
That's probably why things went wrong, to be honest, I imagine.
Where would we find you in Melbourne on a Sunday?
On a Sunday, probably hungover in bed, but by about 3 p.m, I'll probably make my way down Smith Street, around Collingwood Fitzroy area, and just wandering along Brunswick Street or Smith Street.
Yep.
Trying to fit in with the cool kids.
And one last question, where do you take the babes on a date? when that happens?
To be honest, they don't like my Smith Street, Brunswick Street
No.
vibe. So usually it'll be the Corner Hotel
Cool.
in Richmond on Swan. I've really demonstrated that I know Swan Street and Smith Street in
Well
this
done.
chat. I don't go south of the river, but if I do,
That's why I never see you.
yeah, if I do, I go to, I think it's Yellowbird.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Chapel Street.
The drummer of something for
Yeah.
Kate. Something for Kate owns that bar, and it's
Cool.
the only bar on Chapel and Commercial that I feel like I would be led into.
Right, so if you want to bump into Michael Beveridge, either head to Swan Street, Smith Street, or head down to the Ginger Pride Rally. It is
Yes.
happening this April, and it's great because it is supporting bullies here as well. Thanks for the chat.
Mate, thank you so much for accepting our people. You now,
Accepted.
you now have a ginger pass.
Yes!
Don't throw it around.
Can I say
alright?
ginge as well?
Nah, I'll have to talk to Ed Sheeran. He gives that one out.